Hi all, welcome to today's video on LangGraph, guys. So, what is the agenda for today is that we will first of all see that what is LangGraph. So, let's come to this topic. So, LangGraph is nothing but it's a framework to work with AI agents. Okay, so the framework to work with AI agent. Okay. Other popular frameworks for in the sector of AI agents are QAI, and then we will have AutoGen. So these two other are the most popular libraries and other framework in Python to work with AI agents. Okay. So the things to start with this, what is AI agents and how it different with chain. So the first of all thing is that if you will see, you would have heard about Lang chain, and then you will see this Lang graph, or let us say this is AI agent. Okay. So the basics terminology which come into the picture here right now is uh, what is agent, what is the difference between chain and agent. So take a example of rack, guys. So I will tell you once in the chain we have uh, predefined path followed by LLM. Okay, so the course of action, so from the point A to B, from point A to B has been defined. Okay, so the path to be followed by LLM is defined in chain. Okay, so it will, let us take a example of rack. So LLM has to take, if you will take the rack, if you are not familiar with the rack, I will tell you this rack is one of the particular technology in generative AI where you can question and answer your documents. So this is not a topic for RAG, but I will tell you. So first of all, RAG will in retrieval augmented generation, how it will work. It will take data from 1 minute. It will. So how the RAG works. So first of all, I will tell you. So we have a whole set of document. We vectorizes. We in the form of vectors. We keep this in the form of vectors into a vector store, and then we query using LLMs. After this query of this LLM, it will find the, based on the query, it find the result, and then this result is passed to users. So we will see this, there is a predefined path we follow in chain. So the chain, we have a predefined path which we follow, but this is not the case with AI agent. Getting my point, guys? So in AI agent, we don't have predefined path followed by LLMs. Okay, so the course of action is been taken by LLM itself, or somewhat human intervention. He will control the path. Getting my point, guys? So this is the basic difference between a chain and agent. So first of all, uh, you have to be very much specific. What is the difference between chain and agent? Okay. Now the question arises, why this AI? I'm giving you one of the examples, guys, so you will be more clear on this. What is AI agent? So let us say we are working in a company XYZ. So it will have different department of payroll and then finance, then HR department, and then let us take this three department. So a user, uh, generally we create a chatbot. We create a chatbot. So if a user asks a query, based on this query, LLM will figure it out whether we have to go for a payroll department query, whether we can define for a finance department, or whether you can go for a HR query. Okay. So this is the AI agents look like. So the path is not defined previously. LLM decides what action we need to take. Okay, so there's lots of concept of tool and everything. It will come into the later part of this course. So this is it. We have figured it out what is LangGraph, and then what is the difference between chain and agent. And then coming to again LangGraph. What is LangGraph, guys? So the LangGraph have a concept which work on the concept of, so LangGraph works on concept of graph. So graph is what we would have this heard this term graph DB, graph rack, but in the graph we have different nodes. This is called nodes, and then we have a connection in between them. So this is node 1, this is node 2, and this is called edge. Okay. Okay, so in the lang graph you will find this thing that first of all we have nodes. So nodes is nothing but a state, sorry, a function to be executed by LLM. Okay, or let us say means not in the LLM, you can define it as a function which can be executed by any large language model or any basic function which you want to work upon this. Now is that edge is the part taken by our graph. Okay, and then another thing we have to come into picture is that state. Okay, so a state is what? A state is nothing but it's a set of schema, or let us say set of parameter which has been executed at each node. I will give you one example, guys, by which you will understand a little bit more briefly. So let us say we are using, let us say you are working in a education department and you have to evaluate code. Okay. So for the evaluation of a code, we let us say we fix two parameters, which is called, one is the feedback on code, and third is rating to be given on code. So these two parameters, if you will see here, feedback, and rating. These are the input of state. Then we have two nodes. Here this is code evaluation, code of evaluation agent, which will give feedback on this code. So here the state, this whole state is passed to this node. It will update the feedback and then it will pass to rating. So at the rating agent, again feedback is being analyzed and rating is given. So at each node we format the state. Okay, so whatever the parameter or whatever the simple input we provide at each we provide it into the state. At each node we uh, means format the state of particular graph, and then it is passed to next node, and the next node again do some formatting. So in the same way, uh, the whole uh, graph is being processed. Okay, so this is the example of one of the simple example by which we can explain the line graph. So state, please keep this in the mind, state, and then edge, then node, and then edge. You have to work upon with this three terminology across all of the AI agents which you will create with LangGraph. Okay. Now, certain advantage of the LangGraph is that it uses human. So, if we will talk about uh, advantages of LangGraph, so if we will talk about advantage of LangGraph, so first is that it have the what you can say, the locks of state at each checkpoint. So what it is means that you can have the analysis of what is happening to your input or whatever the parameter which you have passed, what kind of updation is happening, you can get that. Then it supports parallel execution. Okay, so what is a parallel execution, guys? So let us say we have node A, based on the condition we have node B, and based on some condition we have node C. So both, and then another node is D. Let us say here we which I will show you the example also. Let us say at this, at node A we take we take sentence, and we split, we get the words here, give the number of words. If it is more than, if the word is more than 4, it will traverse to this path, and if it is word is less, word is less than 4, we will traverse this path, and then at point D we perform certain action. Okay, so the summary is so summary is that it provides a parallel executor. At the same time, you can execute the node B also, you can execute the node C. Okay, so that's it, what we want to discuss about the LangGraph ecosystem. So the LangGraph is a framework it's a which is very much popular in AI agent scenario. And then what is means edge node, and instead I'm trying to define to you how the human loops come into the picture. I have defined, I mean, I have given you an example, means these are the certain advantages of this. And then uh, in the next video we will show you one end-to-end application of uh, LangGraph uh, uh, agent. Okay, so we will show you a simple example that how the edges has been created, how the nodes are created, how this connection has been made, and then how we can create the means how we can compile the graph and do certain tasks. Okay, thanks you guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.